everyone, welcome back. It's Creations with AG, and in this video I'll be unboxing the pet care playset from our generation. So let's get started with me talking about the set a little bit. So I own a lot of American Girl dogs by now. This is the perfect set for the dogs and I'm so excited to open it. So as you can see, it has so many fun pieces. I'm really excited and I love the dog bed. I've always wanted a bed. I love the print. So let's go ahead and do what I always do and turn to the back. And this is what it looks like on the back. It shows all the pieces, and then down here it says what the set includes. It says the set includes one dog bed, one food bowl, one water bowl, one bowl stand, one newspaper, one brush, one ball, one treat toy, one comb, one bone, one rope toy, one collar, and one leash. So now let's open up the set. As you guys probably know by now, I love opening our generation sets, and I love the dog stuff. They actually released a lot of dogs recently, and I'm hoping to get the golden doodle. But this is the set, so let's go ahead and open it up, and I'm going to kind of cut out some parts when I start opening it because it does take a really long time. First thing we need to do is get all the tape off the back and from these plastic pieces. Like I've said in previous videos, our generation boxes are really complicated to open, so the tape is kind of all stuck, but I think I got it all off, so let's try to slide everything out. So now let's go ahead and try to take everything out by pulling it through these little flaps. So now I was able to take off the inner piece it was on, and now we have outer piece with all the pieces, and what we're gonna do is need to slide off these extra pieces right here, and all the pieces will be free. So let's get started with that. So now around the edges, right along here and around the rest of it, I cut off all the tape, so now I'm going to slide off the top and open it up. It looks like it's tied again in the back, so I'm cutting that too. And now the piece is off, so let's go ahead and take everything out. So here are the pieces all laid out, and it came with so many fun pieces like I read earlier on. So let's go ahead and do a quick review, because I feel like sometimes my reviews, I do piece by piece and then I get carried away talking about piece by piece. So I decided to lay it all out and just do a quick review of each piece. And then I have some American Girl and Our Generation pets behind me, and I'll show how they work with the set too. So let's begin with the dog bed. I absolutely love the dog bed. It's so cute. It is so soft. It has such a cute blankety softness in the inside, and it is covered with little bones and paw prints that make little patches around it. It has a big tag, which I probably will cut off. I really don't like when toys do that. Then the Our Generation logo, and there's also just some more fluff towards the top, and I think this is definitely my favorite piece in the set. The way it was designed with the little swoop for the dog to get in. It's just such a realistic and fun pet bed, and I cannot wait to use it for my pets. The next piece I'll be doing is the other big piece that the set came with. It is the food and water bowl and stand. Now I love this piece because it has so many different ways you can do it. So first of all, the stand itself. And it is a pretty thin plastic that is bendable, but it looks like it's wire, and I really like that. It has 2 circles where you can put the food and water bowl, and the design is so pretty. When I see it, I just think of a house and kitchen with the pet food and water that goes inside of it. I just definitely see this in an American Girl house, and I'm so excited to use it. Now along with it, it has the food and water dish. So the water dish is really cool. I love how it's just plain silver made to look like tin. I don't like how they had to do all of their printing on the back to talk about their name and everything. But the water itself is so cool. It is kind of hard to see in the camera how real it looks, but it has little swish marks in it, and you can even look down into it deeper. Then for the food bowl. The food bowl is the same tin with the same annoying writing on the back, but this time you can actually see what it says. Our Generation by Bata, made in China. And then here is the bowl itself with all the food inside, and I like the little bones and the red hearts. It just looks like very realistic dog food, and along the border it has more detail also. So that's how it looks. It just kind of hangs. So let's talk about the grooming toys for the dog. So there is the brush, and I absolutely love the brush so much. It's so cute. It looks like a paw print, and the bristles are pretty hard and bendable. They feel like a real brush. And then the little comb looks really plain and silver with a white handle. It's a bit plain, but it definitely is nice just to help groom up dogs. Now for the leash and collar. So as you can see, they're being held together by a elastic rubber band. So let's go ahead and take it off so that we can see what the collar and leash looks like separately. So now I cut the two apart, and here's the collar itself. It is pink with a little name tag up here for the dog. And the name tag itself can kind of slide a bit, which does seem a bit annoying, but it'll be tight on the American Girl dogs. And then in the back, I think you can open and close it with this little clasp. Yeah, see? You can see back here that you can push down to open and close it. So I did have to use some force, but it doesn't feel like it'll break, and it is pretty strong plastic, and this is a thick cloth material. Then the leash itself, this is pretty much how it looks compared to everything laid around it. And it has the little hook, which does not move, it is pretend, but it has a wide enough section that it can just snap right on. The leash is plain pink like the collar, and the handle can slip onto the doll's fingers. So let's go ahead and try on the collar to see how it works. So up by the name tag, there is the leash spot, and let's go ahead and snap it on. So I thought it would fall off easily, but I had to snap it on, and I don't think it'll fall off unless I pull. And none of the plastic seemed to move around, which is really nice. So here's how it looks again. Snap on, and then you can just use a bit of force to snap it off, and it looks like it'll hold up for a while. So I think this is pretty good quality for plastic. The next few items are these two red toys. There is a ball with paw prints and bones, and a little toy. I think this is supposed to be rubber in real life for dogs. I don't know, I don't have a dog, but it's super cute and fun for the dog. So this is what the newspaper looks like. It comes folded in half, and it says ice cream just around the corner from Our Generation. And if you open it up, it is in French on the bottom because Our Generation is a French and American company. So that's why it says that. The back is exactly the same, saying news, and the same in French and English. And the picture is really cute of some of their dolls in the ice cream truck you can actually purchase. I'm pretty sure, I don't have it, but I think I've seen it at the store before. It is still super cute, and it is for the dogs. So that's this whole collection right here of the dog set. So here's the American Girl Terrier pup in the bed, and it is a bit lower to the ground than I think it should be, but it's still gonna look great in the rooms, and the dogs can definitely sit in it. And now I'm gonna try it with an Our Generation dog. This is the Our Generation, I think this one is a lap, I don't know. But here's how it looks in the bed. It definitely is a bit better of size equivalent. And then these dogs, the legs actually can bend with wire. So you can have the dog kind of sit down in the bed. So that does look a bit better. And then as for the food and water bowl, you can see over here in the dogs fit really well up close to the food and water bowl. I chose Murph because it has the tongue that can pop in and out. Not it, Murph is a her. And then over here, the tongue can just go into the water, look like it's lapping it up. And I really love the food and water and how high it is off the ground, and I think it'll work really good for Murph and other dogs.